Trauma and its passing on definitely can be intergenerational. I mean, we are all descendants of the intergenerational trauma from enslavement, from our lack of trust in certain domains, how aware we are when we walk into certain rooms and situations, and we quickly recognize we may be the only ones, or we search for someone else that looks like us or a safe space. Knowing where we can and can't go in terms of safety, driving down the street. I mean, lynching was not that far ago. And so when we see images of Black and brown bodies being laid out in streets, or being choked to death publicly in viral videos, those images and those memories are re-triggered. The stories that we heard growing up about this cousin or that grandparent that went through that or witnessed that, those stories do carry on. And it also carries on in the behaviors of how we train and raise our children, because we are very aware of who we are and where we are. And so it definitely does carry on. I mean, and even biologically, you'll hear a lot of physicians that talk about high blood pressure and diabetes in the sense of diet and exercise. But what they don't talk about is that race-based trauma is real. And it's that being constantly in that fight or flight mode that does increase blood pressure, that does lead to things like diabetes. So even genetically and biologically, and dealing with those illnesses, those things do carry on. And unfortunately, it's not as if it's a trauma where it was a natural disaster and now the hurricane is gone and we can focus on healing. This is every day. This is our everyday existence. So how do you continue to survive when the threat and the thing that traumatizes you is still an everyday present force?